Hi students, this is a screencast to how to use your Google Docs to complete assignments, to access your folder, and to upload your assignments on your electronic portfolio. To begin with, we're going to start at our desktop just like you would. When you open up a computer or turn it on, you're going to get your desktop. So the first thing that we want to do is go to Google. Now, it's important to remember here, if you're at a different computer or your computer, you should load up Google Chrome or use Firefox. Okay, so I'm going to go to Google, open it up, and you can see I'm already signed in here. So I need to go, once you're signed in, then you want to look for the 6 looking dice here. And that's going to give you all of the applications that Google has to offer. Well, for this screencast, we're going to go to our drive. So you can see here, there's our drive. I'm going to activate it, double click, and open it up. Now, my drive is going to look a lot different than yours. But once you're there, you want to look into your shared folder and look for a folder with your name on it. Because what I have done is that I created a folder for each one of you. So I'm going to look down and let's say this is you, and you're looking for your folder in your shared with me. Well, what I did is I created a folder for this class to kind of help me organize myself. So there you can see that was this class, and this is spring 2019. So within this folder, you're going to notice that I created folders for each one of you. And I'm hoping I spelled your names correctly or got you correctly. When I get my enrollment sheet where you have handwritten your names and your email addresses, sometimes it's hard for me to write, to decipher your writing. So I might have your names wrong or whatever. If so, you need to let me know. Okay, so you can see that I've created a folder for each one of you that I know who's enrolled in this class. There again, that's going to be in your shared with me folder because I shared them with you within your Google Drive. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open up Brian Brown's. And what I did in Brian Brown's and the rest of you is that I shared with you the electronic portfolio, which is kind of a template at this point, but later I'm going to go over is how you add your assignments to the electronic portfolio. Okay, now this is important for you to remember. So what I want you to do is when you start completing your assignments, I want you to go into your Google folder, the one with your name on it. And within the Google folder, you have several different options. It's kind of like Microsoft Word, which is Google Docs, and so on. This is where you want to start your assignments. So once you're in there and you're going to begin your assignment, you want to go over to New, click it, and you'll get a drop down. And you can see that you have different options. You got Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, which is like PowerPoint, and you got more options here. But for now, we only want to do the Google Docs, which is like Microsoft Word. So, whoops, I need to go back there. I didn't mean to activate that yet. So, when we begin our assignments, we want to click on New, and we want to go down to Google Docs. Now, you notice there's the arrow going over. So, once I scan over to that arrow slowly, I get another drop down, and it gives me the options of opening up a blank document or from a template. Well, this case, we want to do it from a template. And the reason why I want you to do it from a template is because it will set up an APA formatted template for you. So you want to look in here in your template gallery for a template that says APA. So when I look, I see mine's right here at the top. So I'm going to click it and activate it. So what that does is it automatically sets up your paper for you for proper APA. You notice that it has the running head, and it tells you that the second part of the running head here is always written in uppercase. And this should be a condensed version of the overall title of your page. And so what you want to do is you want to leave running head there, but you want to highlight that, delete it out, and name your assignment. So let's say this is chapter 1. Remember, all uppercase. Chapter 1. Oops, I can spell chapter. Chapter 1, reflection, what I'm going to call it. So then when we get down here, we're going to put this, the full title of your paper is chapter 1. Whoops, got to take the uppercase off. Chapter 1, reflection. And let's say it's why a communication plan. Okay? Question mark. Okay, so then we're going to put our name, going to highlight here, and we're going to write our name, Art W. Fisher. Name of school of our institution, highlight it out, St. Aglaska University. Okay, now for your weekly written reflections, I am not expecting you to write author notes, so we're going to delete them out. Going to go down to our next page, and for there again, your weekly assignments, written assignments, I'm not requiring that you do an abstract. Let's delete it out, and let's pull the next page up by deleting out till it comes here. So what happens here is you can see that it's following proper APA form, and that's why I'm saying you should use the template, because it's doing the rule, the double space rule. It's putting the page numbers on here. The only thing that I'm seeing is, for some reason, it's not this header is not following. So the second page does not have the introduction where it says running head. It just has the condensed version of your paper. So what did we call that? Chapter 1, reflection. Now, it should, on every other preceding page, automatically put that in for you in the proper way, although it will change the page number. So we can see here now, this is where you would put the title of your work here. So you want to delete that, and I believe it was chapter 1, reflection, and why a communication plan. Okay, so now you can see that the rest is all set up for you, and you delete it out. So you can see they have major headings and so on. But this is, we're going to delete this out, and this is where you're going to begin your writing assignment. Okay, we're going to go on down. We want to go all the way down to the reference page and delete and delete. Okay, so now I'm going to go back up to this, because you can see that's page 2. This is where you're going to begin your writing. Okay, so we're going to take this out, and I'll just put this. This is where you will begin writing your reflection. Use a thesis statement in this introductory paragraph. Okay? All right, so you're going to write the rest, and we're going to include in this the body of your written work and the conclusion. Okay, now let's go down to the reference page. You can see that it did type in the header for me automatically, and it's correct, because there again, APA rule says you do not put the introductory running head, just the uppercase condensed version of the title. So we can see here's the references here, and so you will want to delete that out, and you want to make sure that you are referencing correctly. Okay? Make sure you reference correctly. Because there is rules for APA, because we know that a journal article is referenced different than a textbook, a video or a personal interview. All of those things are referenced differently. So if you don't understand that, you may want to visit the Purdue OWL site. And look for APA, format, and style. Okay? Anyway, now one thing to remember there is once you start your assignment, and let's say you didn't finish it, if you close it, it's automatically going to save what you have created. So you can see here in Brian's folder, that assignment is there, okay? So you can open it up later and you can complete it then. You might want to name it up here too. So it's called Chapter 1 Reflection. Whoops, hope I spelled that correctly, probably didn't. Okay, so there again, we're going to close it out and it should save it. All right, so there it is. It says Chapter 1. I didn't get the reflection on there. Okay, now to the electronic portfolio. What we want to do is go ahead and open it up, and this is how it's going to look. So I double click to open it up. Now, also remember that this is only shared with you and me. So at this point, nobody else can look at your written work or your electronic portfolio. Just you and I can do that. Now, this is a template, so I already put it together for you. So you can see that this is almost like the table of contents up here. So we got our home, we got our written response 1, and it will take you there. And this is where you're going to upload your assignments once you've completed them. And then there is response 2, what comes up, 3, 4, and all of the responses. So what I did here is I made pages for you of all of the assignments that you will upload here on your portfolio. Okay, so another thing to remember, one of the reasons why I'm telling you to do all of your assignments in that folder, it's going to assist you to be organized, but it's also going to assist you to know where to find your assigned work so you can load it up here on your electronic portfolio. So you can see over here, these are all of the different operations and tools of operation, I guess, that you need to know about in order to load up your assignments. The thing that we want to do, and another reason why I'm having you do everything in Google Docs within your folder, is knowing that it's in your drive. So I'm going to go over to your drive, and I'm going to know exactly where that folder is for this course. Now mine's a little bit different again because I have a folder just for this course. So let me see if I can find it. 663. Here we go. So spring 2019, I did this in Brian Brown's folder, opened it up, and there it says Chapter 1. I'm going to select it, highlight it, and I'm going to choose Insert. And you can see in the electronic portfolio, it places that assignment. Let's say it's completed. That's in there now, okay? So one of the things that I want you to know, too, is you click this icon. It's either going to be an eyeball or this computer screen-looking thing. You want to click that, and it's going to show what that document looks like in operational mode. In other words, what other people will see how it looks if you choose to have them be able to view this. So you can see that assignment then within the electronic portfolio becomes a scrollable document, okay, that you can just scroll down and read, okay? I'm going to close this out. Hopefully that helps. If not, I don't want you to get shook up because we're going to learn this as we go along. So if you're not for sure how to do all of the things that